got something to talk to you about.
This is where I buried Uncle Dorkle, but something don't look right here. If I didn't know better, I'd swear somebody was in here digging, because this ground don't look the way I left it. Well, I'll tell you, somebody's been digging in here, because this is not, I didn't put these stones here like this and what looks like sand on top here. When I dug this out, there was just soil on top, and I think somebody dug them up. And my biggest fear is Hackbar. I have not heard from Hackbar. I'm sure that I will hear from him. Well, folks, as you just saw, the ground, something dug up Uncle Dorkle. I'm almost certain someone dug him up and covered the ground, but they put something like sand or little pebbles and stuff down on the ground, which was not there before. Because all I did was bury him and then raked it over and smoothed it out. The soil looks completely different. The grave has been disturbed. To prove that Uncle Dorkle did not come out of his own grave and did not come back to life and go back into the shed, I'm going to show you that the only thing that's in this shed here now is his ass and legs. Okay, come on over. Okay, as you see, he's gone. His ass and legs are still here, because I didn't do anything with that. I was going to take it and throw it in with a dump run that I made. But he's gone. So obviously, if Hackbar dug him up, he did not bother to bring him back into the shed here again. So where he is, I do not know, and I'm afraid to try to dig down to find out. But I'm almost certain that Hackbar dug him up. Well, folks, that's the dilemma I'm in now. I just got a telephone call from Hackbar. And he says he wants to come right over immediately, and he's got something to talk about. He's got something to tell me. I have a rotten feeling that he found out that I buried his dad, Uncle Dorkle, and he's going to confront me on it. Oh, hi, Hackbar.
I got something to talk to you about, and you are going to listen to me. You're probably wondering who dug up my dad. I dug him up. I had to dig him up. Why the hell did you bury my dad?
Well, Hackbar, he was dead.
He was not dead. He was in hibernation. He was in hibernation. Don't you know the difference between dead and hibernation?
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
I'm gonna smash you on the head with this shovel until I knock some damn sense into your thinking, stupid, old-body goat head of yours.
Oh, it was something I didn't realize.
Never mind, I don't want to hear excuses. First you run over my dad last year, the year before. Damn snots. Damn snots. Then you ran him with that, and then you take him and lock him in the shed all winter, and he was frozen to death. But he was in hibernation. It's 2015 now. He's 115 years old. If he lived this long, he could live another 115. You don't take and throw a good body away like that and bury it. I dug him up the other night. Yes, I did. I dug him up the other night. I was going to take and hit you in the head with this damn shovel at that time, but I cooled down a little bit. But boy, you're going to get a good wrapping on the noodle this time. I'm going to fix you so you'll never do anything like this again. And put my cane down. No, no, no. Hey, shut up. Teach you damn old goat. That's hard work, but nothing compared to digging up my dad. Now I'm going to tell you something. Any of you people out there think you're going to bury a relative before his time, you better listen. Some good advice. You don't bury a body that's still got life in it. Even if it's in hibernation, it don't matter if it's in hibernation. A lot of people could be dead or seem like they're dead, but no, they're not always dead. They're in hibernation. Like bears go into hibernation. Oh, there goes my knees. There goes my knees. Oh, bears go into hibernation. Other animals too, you know. Do you take and bury them because they're not moving? No. You don't do things like that. Old 64 goat is out like a light. I knocked the bastard out, and he deserved it. He's lucky I didn't kill him for doing this. Now I'm going to tell you what I did. I went over here, where he was buried. I had a suspicious feeling. I heard some shoveling, and somebody invited me over to their house last week and said, Hackbar, I got a video for you to see. Check out old 64 Goat's channel. He just buried your dad, Uncle Dorkle. Well, I said, I don't believe that. Well, he sat me down in front of his computer, because I don't have a computer. I watched that stinking, dirty, filthy, rotten, scum-legged, scrotum breath old 64 Goat bury my precious dad. Well, that night, I came over here and got this here. I got my shovel. Well, actually, I took his shovel. I broke into his shed and I took his shovel. I dug him up. That sneaky bastard. He noticed that the grave was not the same as when he left it. You know, that old 64 Goat is pretty smart. I should have covered the grave the way he left it, and he would never know to this day. Anyways, I dug him up. I had a friend come down here. He took him out to the Aflaket General Hospital. The General Hospital, that's as Aflaket Enterprises Incorporated, LLC. They took him and put him in a steam bath, and they washed his carcass off. It's a good thing he isn't rotted away. Then they have to replace a whole bunch of things. Well, they got him revitalized, and I'm going to let him tell you the story when he comes back. He's going to explain what he went through. So meanwhile, old 64 Goat is out like a rock, and as far as I'm concerned, throw the damn shovel on him. I'd throw the cane, but I need it to walk. And he can stay there. And he can rot right in his own backyard. That's all I've got to say.